Hi, Scorpio Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I'll go ahead and begin shuffling. And I didn't get a lot of channeling for you at all, Scorpio Moons. I just feel a lot of you are in your hermit mode. I would say in your very protective state. I think I was getting a little bit of that last time in your last reading. And I did come back to the same energy for you as well. So I would say it's just been a good, steady way of maintaining and transitioning and going through whatever changes you may be going through. Happy birthday to all of you who are celebrating birthdays around this time. Depending on when you find this message, this reading is timeless. But I do feel that for some of you, I would say, going through stages and phases, you're doing some good reflection. I feel a lot of us are as a collective, but I feel you, especially internally, are doing a lot of inner self-work for yourself. I'm going to do a couple more shuffles here. These are really thick cards. I love these cards. All right, so we'll split the deck here. And I think we'll leave this right here. We may move it, just depending on how the cards come out. All right, so your first card we have is the Nine of Swords. So we did have this as the first card of the Virgo reading that I just did. That could be significant for you. You could have Virgo in your chart, or you could be connecting to someone who is in this energy. But I do feel that with what I was just channeling as I was shuffling for you, that for some of you, if not most of you, are in this particular state where you're going through transition. There are some things that have been happening for you, and everything that happens for you is always for your greatest good. The Nine of Swords is representative of air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that could be significant as well. But this is what is happening in the mind state. Nine of Swords is traditionally known for being a lot in the headspace. There could be some worry. There could be just certain things that with that reflection that I was picking up on, you may be experiencing that's keeping you up at night, where there's not a lot of sleeping. There could be some internal feelings. I'm hearing guilt, some pain, things that have just had to be faced. And these things that have presented themselves to be faced, I would say, again, are designed to totally increase for your betterment, to increase your betterment and to help you to come into a better position and a better place in your life. And this is what I'm getting, the comforts of home and just wanting to be in that hermit energy, be in a position where you are actually comfortable. And that is helping to decrease some of this worry where you're attempting, and I do feel a lot of you are doing this very successfully, but getting a little bit more sleep at night. I can feel this energy here. But again, this could also be someone that you're connected to. I do feel, though, for the Scorpio energy, I'm getting this energy of that Nine of Swords and being conflicted in some kind of way as far as the mental state is concerned. 9 energy does mean that with the transitioning energy I mentioned, you are coming to a completion as we come upon a 10 energy. And this could have been dealing with some things that were the result of your actions or the result of another's actions or both. So no one's to blame, and anything that happens for us and helps us to become better and to increase so that we can live in a better state of mind and to be in complete and utter happiness, in totality and wholeness. I'm going to lower the blinds here because I'm getting a little bit of reflection here. All right, so your second card we have is the Eight of Wands. And so I'm getting this is communication. Wands energy is fire energy. Aries, Leo, Ophiuchus, and Sagittarius. 8 energy. I do feel that this with the 9 and then the 8 is like a part of that reflection where you may be going back and communicating after experiencing or going through currently this 9 of Swords energy, but 8 of Wands energy is quick communication that is coming in, where I just feel this is a result of what it is that you're experiencing or someone is experiencing connected to this 9 of Swords energy here. This could be telepathy. I do feel also too that this may be assistance from your guides and ancestors who are bringing in spiritual help that is more than happy and welcome to assist you. As I say that too, I'm getting this energy could also be possible prayer, being up at night, going through a spiritual awakening. And I can say that at the beginning stages of what I was in full awareness of to be a spiritual awakening, I had begun to wake up at 4 o'clock every single morning consistently for weeks. And I would say in the beginning of those stages, I couldn't figure out why. But then I realized, I was up for a reason. And to make the best of my time, I prayed. And I continued to pray every single morning as I would wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And it brought me deeper into my spirituality, where I was then presented certain people and certain situations that along my journey helped me to increase that even more. And it was a dark night of the soul energy that I experienced quite often in those initial stages. But that burn overall helped me to get through to where I am today. And this was back in 2018. So I do feel that this is a connection, a spiritual connection that's taking place between you and the divine, where you are possibly going through a dark night of the soul after making certain choices and going through certain experiences that don't feel so good, but everything is working out in your favor. And I feel that this energy here is your spirit team that's overall letting you know that they're here and that they have your back and that they're covering you and helping you as long as you're open to receive it. But these are messages that are here to assist you and help you. And I would say also too, if you have a certain soul tribe, members of your soul tribe that are there with you energetically, where you may have picked up on certain messages, coming into contact with certain people over time. All of this is coming into play here in this 8 of Wands energy here. I do feel too that in the physical area, this having to do with areas having to do with the home, and this being affected in some kind of way where that comfort is coming into play, where you're finding comfort and being able to take some kind of respite at some point throughout your day, possibly throughout the night. But this too could also be you communicating what it is that you're feeling. Some of you could also be in a therapy type session or position where you're going through this dark night of the soul and experiencing these particular moments and expressing this as you're talking to someone else, and it's just feeling like a heavy burden or feeling like a lot for you. I would say too, with that being said, that the 8 overall, I was getting magician energy. And so the Gemini energy, where we do have that present here, and that swords energy, that being worked into and you coming into your power through these transitions and transformations. And without, I would say, without you possibly even realizing it, these energies all coming into play and working within yourself to help you to become more in a true state of who it is that you really are, and living for yourself and loving yourself even more. And this happening very fast action type in a very quick manner. I would also say too, if you are connecting with someone who has Libra energy, the cactus came out, and I believe that was in the Two of Pentacles, and I just did their reading. But I did notice that this cactus is here. That's speaking to protection. Now, I don't see the needles from the cactus, but that's what that reminds me of. And just letting you know that you are being protected. If there's an energy that you are connecting to, that both of these energies are interacting with one another spiritually to be able to help each other. And just know that all is well and that you are safe and protected. I would say busting through illusions too. There may have been some cloudiness and just things coming to light, the truth coming to light, and this being communicated as well. You being able to be more in your truth. So I'm seeing, like, even though these are 9 swords here, I feel like one of these swords is actually just your individual sword, your ace of truth that is being worked on and being worked through in this energy here, where these 8 swords appear, where you may have been feeling stuck, which is that 8 of swords energy. Going through that transformation and working through that, it's being transformed into these 8 of wands here that's helping you to communicate and receive communication and assistance. Your third card, yes, is the 4 of Swords. And we could even say that transformed 8 of Swords energy here being split between that masculine and feminine, helping you to find balance here and some healing. After going through transformation, being able to speak your truth and communicate that and receive assistance from the divine, we have healing here. And this 4 of Swords here. And it's the same energy. I feel that this has been a process for you where I feel there's a lot of pain and a lot of heartache. I do feel that a lot of it is energy that can be helped, where I do feel a lot of it has been brought on by you. So I feel that that is being worked on, and a part of that transformation where you're not so hard on yourself, where you're not you're having boundaries and not allowing so much of things that may have been a burden in the past to present themselves again to keep you in a state of this 9 of Swords here. So I do feel that this is speaking to brighter days and those clouds not being so gray and dreary and, full of disillusion. I feel these are more happy clouds here, where we're coming into more of this state here with this healing card. But still having some moments and possibly some nights where you feel that these swords are coming at you or going to fall on you, and being in this particular state of worry, not being able to sleep, anxiety, but you're coming into purity. If you notice the gray here in this mattress, we have white here, and I definitely am feeling this energy of being more in a pure state after going through some transition and transformation, healing, being able to speak your truth and allowing that energy to no longer be suppressed and to release that and what no longer serves you. somewhat being changed in a way, you know. You're not the same. It's not the same energy. It's the same individual, but it's not the same energy from before, after going through this inner self work and self love and being able to communicate and receive assistance, allowing that assistance to come in and help you, and breaking that down from the 8 going into the 4. And that 4 overall speaking to stability and tying back into matters of the home and comfort and wanting to find respite and peace. So I feel that also is bringing us back to the mental state of you and working on that and improving that and increasing that for the better, knowing that this protection has been here for you and has helped you, and reflecting on that as well, just seeing all of the help that you actually have received, and that these swords aren't actually falling on you, that they're posted up to help to remind you of what it is that you've gone through, so that there are no repeats and that you continue to grow stronger and have boundaries and be more in the stable position in the mindset, which is also going to help you in the physical as well. Again, swords energy is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And that's bringing me back to that Libra energy too here. So if you are connected to someone who has Libra energy, it's possible you could be having mirroring energies where you're both going through a healing process, helping each other to heal. Holding the tummy, I do feel there may be some things going on with the root chakra energy, sacral chakra, solar plexus, where those chakras had to be healed and worked on as well in order to be able to come into that truth and be able to speak and use that Ace of Swords energy and speak your truth and be your truth. And doing that, that's helping you to heal even more here. And we are coming upon, the 4th card, where we have another 4 presenting itself. So we have more swords. This is interesting that so far 3 out of the 4 cards that we have here are swords cards. And so this is a lot of speaking to being in the mind, a lot in the head. And I do feel that this energy here with this 5 of Swords is speaking to the truth, that Ace of Swords truth. We do have progression from the 4 to the 5 with the Swords energy. And I feel that's speaking to the increase of that energy being worked on and whatever, I'm hearing that guilt again. So with that 9 of Swords, if there was some guilt over some actions, past actions, this is being worked on, and that energy of the 4 of Swords here speaking to that, and this presenting itself as what is being brought to light and that truth. As I'm seeing these clouds here, and that illusionment, and what's being broken through and communicated is this 5 of Swords here. And so with the 5 of Swords, we have this energy here holding these 3 swords here. 3 of Swords has to deal with heartbreak, pain. I would say also too, if this is a feminine energy that you're connected to, this could be, something that you had to experience. And if you are a masculine, I feel that this could be more of an energy where you were taking on more of a feminine energy, trying to come into balance. But as you're doing that along your journey, being in that 3 of Swords energy there, where you may have caused some heartache or heartbreak towards someone else. But hurt people. So I do feel that anything, that may have been acted out by you, you may have experienced that as well too. I'm hearing heartbreaker. So it's possible too that some of you just may have been in a different state of mind in the past. And the reason I say the past is because this is falling underneath that 9 of Swords, where I'm getting that energy of what's being worked on or has been worked on. Where energies that you may have interacted with were the truth. And there was some kind of battle. I feel like maybe it was just a systematic thing of experiencing different individuals and being able to say that you had taken their swords. For some of you, not all of you. And then on the other spectrum of that, this card overall speaks to victory as well. So for some of you, another part of you, I do feel that this is speaking to you owning your situation, coming into your power after doing some healing and having victory over a Three of Swords energy, where you have knocked down the swords of other individuals who haven't been in their truth. And this is all helping everyone, I would say, overall come into more green pastures here. Because the foundation of this card is totally gray. I would say it's connected to that gray mattress there as well. But there's no life in this energy here. I'm getting this as like cement, even though it's outdoors. Or just like, you know, being on water, but they're like murky water. It's not clear. And then the clouds, again, coming back to those. And seeing this energy kind of being similar, where those clouds are being busted through. And this being communicated, speaking the truth of what was really going on in the situation. After being, you know, reflective, going through a dark night of the soul, realizing what one needs to do and what needs to be done in this energy, however that reads for you with this Five of Swords, with those different scenarios being worked on and presenting itself here after the Four of Swords. Five speak to change. That could also be significant for a life path. The month of May, and then also Leo energy as well could be significant. All right. And then also, too, I'm noticing the wear, too. So some of you may like to dress a particular way and wear long coats. But then I'm also seeing this energy, too, as like almost like a purplish gray. And so that gray connecting to this energy here and the clouds as well. And then the crown chakra area, that purple being connected to the crown chakra. And that mental energy, which is bringing me to manipulation. And then, you know, if that is the case, this being reflected back to that person and deflected back, as what we put out there is what we receive back. And then seeing the handles of these swords here, healing from that. And then overall, this energy just being brought to light, or someone having victory over a situation that was dealing with manipulation of the mind. All right, so we are coming upon a 5. So I do feel like, you know, with the 4 being here and then us coming upon the 4th card is matching with the 5 energy here coming upon the 5th card. And this is going to be falling underneath the 8 of Wands here. We have the 9 of Cups. So with this falling underneath the 8 of Wands, I do feel that this is what is being busted through, the illusions that are being busted through, and communication after that spiritual assistance and guidance, helping one to heal, being able to speak one's truth, that Ace of Swords energy, possibly being in the head about that after some particular action that had taken place, but having victory overall with the healing. Coming into a 9 of Cups energy and expressing what one is wanting and wishing for and not being afraid to express that. Possibly being guarded, you know, in the beginning of initial stages of a connection and just reacting or acting a certain way, not having gone through any awakening or transformation. And with those actions that may have gone south, that energy being utilized in order to help, you know, all parties involved to come into a better state and to improve and to increase in more positive natures. And so with the Nine of Cups, Cups energy is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and a Fucus. We have another 9 here. So we kind of have like a duality type energy that's taking place here with 2 9s and then the energy of 2 4s. Did break this down with the 8 that I was feeling with that Ace of Swords standing alone here, and then the other 8 here with the 8 of Wands, the 2 5s. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, and I would say too, for some of you with that opposite energy, I'm getting that tie being connected to excessive drinking, and this being brought to light as well, and the illusion about this possibly bringing about wish fulfillment, like the drinking and what can come from that. I would say this has to do with like old beliefs. This could be with that root chakra energy. Someone who may feel, or some of you who may have gone through childhood or experiencing something that has to do with either your parents or family members, where drinking is, I would say, not necessarily a bad habit, but a particular habit that's a part of a family trait. And this being seen as something that is going to bring something good and result, or, help one to achieve something. And this energy being that communication of that not being so, busting through that illusion of what this Nine of Cups may have been perceived as in the past, and going through that transformation, seeing what that actual Nine of Cups truly is, where it could be that connection, where I was getting the cacti here in both the Eight of Wands and then the Two of Pentacles of that Libra reading. And this being that energy of this Libra person, if you're connected to a Libra person who is actually angelic and in a pure state. And very strong, very confident. I feel that they have taken the gray energy that may have been inflicted and turned it into something that worked in their favor after doing some healing, where I was getting both energies here, going through the process of mirroring energies and being able to heal. And so for the other scenario, I do feel that coming from healing, having victory over this Nine of Swords energy and what one has gone through, now being in a place, in a position where you are receiving a massive amount of abundance that is coming in as wish fulfillment, and I would say in 9 different ways. And you being able to, almost like seeing these as trophies, you being able to sit very confidently and comfortably on the pillars of truth. I'm seeing these as like almost representative of the pillars from the Justice card. And that Libra energy again coming into play, where you could have significant Libra in your chart. Libra also had that reading I just did. They had an energy of there being a secret door. I'm seeing that same energy here, where if that door is open, this is what we have being presented here. So that could be resonating for some of you. The color green could be significant as well with the heart chakra, those chakras being worked on, the first 3. The heart chakra is the 4th chakra. That could be significant as well. Very strong Venus energy I'm seeing with the pink as well here too, and that Empress energy. So just take it as it resonates. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. And then we hear babies crying just now. I don't know if you heard that, but that could be tying into this situation as well in some way, where one of these cups has to do with a baby or an overall rebirth, I would say too, going through that 4 of Swords energy and doing some healing from those lower chakras, and no longer allowing any old beliefs or jaded perspectives to obstruct your path, and having victory over that, coming into wish fulfillment. 9s again are coming into a completion as we move forward to a 10. speaking to endings and beginning new cycles. Where I feel that overall Ace of Swords energy is the one of the main goals, I would say. I would say actually with that Magician energy picked up on, overall, I would say new beginnings in all areas of the four elements, and then the elements of the Ace, the Cup, the Wand, and the Sword, that Magician energy, and using that energy to be more in your power and stay strong and continue to be in that energy in order to manifest what it is that you wish to see for yourself. And then again, this being communicated, whether this is being communicated to you about someone else, or you're communicating this and this being expressed in the physical. All right, so let's see what the 6th card is. And also want to mention too, the 9, I just thought of this just came to me, but the 9s are also upside down 6s. So that could be significant for you as well, where you may be seeing consecutive 9s and 6s together, or 6s just by themselves, or the number 6 being significant for you. We have another 9 here, which is awesome. I do feel that this is just kind of speaking to the story of these energies, where this is kind of like what is presenting itself, and then the result at the bottom, and take it as it resonates, because there's quite a bit that's going on where we have quite a few things going here. 9 of Pentacles is all about stability and being very strong and abundant materially and spiritually. This energy is looking towards the future, where we do have this energy kind of looking towards the past and that reflection. And that could be, what this 9 of Swords energy was dealing with that 5 of Swords. With that other 9, we have 3 9s here. So I feel that this is speaking to an absolute completion that is coming about. And it may have something to do with that 5 of Swords energy of that first scenario that I was getting, where there may have been some infliction of a 3 of Swords. And then also, too, I feel that this 9 of Pentacles energy, it's possible that this energy came into victory overall, seeing their wish, that being communicated, and being able to move forward, where there was possibly also, too, with that 5 of Swords energy, some imbalance, with the hand being on the 6 of Pentacles here, where the 6 and the 3 to make 9 are separated by this energy being in between these. But coming into harvest, this energy here is being able to see the fruits of their labor, bringing balance into their lives. Also coming into a state where they've done some cooperation and collaboration. I would say there's something anew with the aces here, where they have 3 different options. And I would say not even options, but 3 different things that they have begun to start on their own, individually, very strong as an independent person. Someone who is single, someone who may be a gardener, likes to be outdoors, very earthy energy, as we have the Pentacles energy of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So that could be significant in your chart, or this could be someone that you are connected to. Now, I'm noticing also, too, that this is more of a masculine energy that is presented here. So it's possible that, if you are a masculine, this could be speaking to a feminine who is communicating this energy to you. And then if you're a feminine, this is you, I would say, mainly telling your story and your truth and speaking that truth, that Ace of Swords energy, being in your truth and expressing this and what it is that you've gone through. And not just speaking it or saying it, but showing it and living it and being it. And you coming into your power after a 3 of Swords energy, where you may have been an option. And that coming to this 6 of Pentacles energy, where you may have been breadcrumbed because you were an option. Or seeing yourself as an option and busting through that illusion as well, realizing that you're not an option. And that you're the only one. And that helping you to come into that pure state too, with that healing. And seeing the 4 swords here as being more of a help and not coming at you, but working for you. And this being able to, like, almost like these trophies here, just being held up to be able to help you to see what it is that you've gone through so that you don't repeat the same cycles. And because of that and that energy that you've overcome, you're bringing in your wishes and seeing the fruits of your labor here. Carrots could be significant, where this energy could be eating a lot of carrots, either carrots or carrot juice. And then we have, you know, this 9 of Pentacles moving forward towards the 10. And I'm seeing this energy here looking, even though they're looking forward. I have banana bread here. So this person could be a baker here as well. Just an overall well-rounded person who's able to do a lot of things in many ways, utilizing what it is that they grow with that magician energy to create Ace of Pentacles energies, to create these new beginnings. Taking what it is that they have gone through in the past and being able to transmute that and take the negative and turn it into a positive. And this being seen and recognized after doing some heavy healing here. So it's possible for you, Scorpio moons, that someone has, that you're connected to, may have just possibly taken over your reading here. But I do feel for a lot of you too, this could be you speaking to what it is that you've experienced, how far you've come, how far you, how you have overcome, and speaking to the journey and what it is, particularly and in detail, what it is that you have gone through and experienced. And before we go, let's see what's on the bottom here. So we have the Page of Swords, and there's that Ace of Swords here, where I feel that's speaking to one of these Ace of Pentacle beginnings here, where you're coming upon something anew. These two energies, I feel just kind of like this could be someone who is looking at you, but I do feel that this is overall the energy of this energy with the 9 of Pentacles coming into a new beginning where they're learning something new and they're doing something new. And again, that reflection, the hand is on the pentacle here, but the energy here is looking back. And this is mental here. This is mental here too. Sorry. With the swords energy here, and this being more of the physical state. So I feel this is kind of speaking to the spiritual state and coming into something new spiritually, where in the physical we have that representation here of these 6 pentacles being worked on and transmuted for the betterment of new beginnings here. And these Ace of Pentacles, we're going to brighten that up. Success on the horizon here, and something new. And again, this could be you or someone that you're connected to. And then that purity being shown here again, being on stable ground, even though we're on a hill here with those white shoes. I feel that speaking to that stability there. All right, Scorpio moon, so this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful for you and have brought some enlightenment, some clarity. This was a very interesting reading, and it had quite a bit of components to it. I'm sure this is going to resonate with many of you in many different ways, as that's exactly what I was picking up on. But do take it all as it resonates for you. And I hope that these messages were very helpful for you. I thank you all so much for allowing me into your space. I wish you all the best. I love you. Do take great care. Peace.